Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Paul with Eastwind SEO. I am partnering up with Schenectady SEO to bring you this video that is going to show you some tips on how to improve your online presence. Nate, I believe, spoke with Jen last week about this video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The tips I show you are going to go over content, citations, and backlinks. So I have your website pulled up right here. We can definitely see a very well put together website. Crystal clear pictures, big pictures. They look really well. Looks like you guys have a lot of different locations that you cover, which is awesome. You have your click to call. Up here, you have your electrical services, your fill out form. Awesome. You know, those are always good ways to convert people that come to this website, having this stuff right up top here. You have your social links as well, which is awesome. The one thing I would recommend is content. This is where I'm going to go over content. So content is important. Google loves to crawl through content on your website. And by content, I mean all of your written text on your website. They're going to go through and they're looking for keywords. So a keyword is going to be anything that somebody's going to put into Google when they search for, either a product or a service, right? So having more content on your home page allows you to put in, a good number of buyer intent keywords, which will help you be found for more Google searches as people search for those keywords. It also tells Google when they crawl your website, what kind of business you guys are, the kinds of services you offer, and where it is you offer these services or your service area and stuff like that. And that's all gonna, help them determine when and where they're gonna allow you to show up on those searches. So the more buyer intent keywords that you have, the better it's going to be for you guys showing up on those Google searches. So that is my recommendation there. I always recommend at least 1,500 words of content. It gives you plenty of room to put in some really good buyer intent keywords. So moving on, we're going to go to just a Google search. Obviously, plumbing in New York is a very broad, space to be looking at. You can definitely pinpoint areas that you want to focus on, but that's just an example of a keyword. Obviously, you guys do electrical and plumbing, so that gives you a lot of room to put in some really good keywords for both of those areas. So the first thing you're going to see are ads. Ads are a really good way to gain clients. It's a good way to gain traffic to your website, and it's a good way to improve business because you can take a really good ad campaign and put it in front of the people that you want to get it in front of, because it allows you to target a certain audience. So it's a very good way, you can get some results in from that if you run a good ad campaign. Just something to keep in mind. Moving on, we have our Google Map Pack here. These are going to be the top 3 showing up in the Google Map Pack. Definitely the place that you want to be. You want your Google business profile showing up in this top 3, preferably number 1, obviously. But these guys gain a lot of business just from being in this top 3 map pack right here. So to do that, you want to have your Google business profile filled out with all of your business information, all your accurate business information. And you want to put all of it into online directories. So that's going to be anything like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Angie's List, so on and so forth, right? There's hundreds of online directories to get your business into, all of your information into, and they're going to get citations from that. And that's what we're going after. You basically want to have more citations than your competition that's showing up in that area. And that's going to get you up into that top 3 map back. So moving down, we have the organic search results. So you want to definitely be number 1. At the top of the search results. That's going to be where those keywords come into play, as well as others. If we go to Ahrefs here, this is just a tool that I use to check out a website to see how it's performing, all the ins and outs of it and so on. We want to focus on this area right here. I put you guys in right here, and we're going to look at this UR and DR, two important numbers you want to keep your eye on. UR is basically a trust rating, or how trustworthy your website is according to Google, and a DR rating is a power rating, or how powerful your website is. So the goal here is to keep these two numbers within close ratio to each other, and then move them up as high as possible. You guys are doing pretty good on your UR. Your DR is getting up there. Obviously plenty of room for improvement. You definitely have a good number of backlinks coming back to you, coming from 74 referring domains. You're being found for 646 keywords, and you have 888 traffic, which is a great number. Obviously, always room for improvement. You want to get more business, so you want to get those numbers up. You definitely want to get some really good backlinks coming back to you. A backlink basically is going to be any link that is coming back to that points back to your website from an outside source, whether it be another website or maybe a comment blog or anything like that. You want to try and keep those backlinks coming back to you from powerful referring domains that have to do with your service industry. If you tend to stray out of your service industry, let's say for some reason you have a restaurant or maybe a clothing brand or something that doesn't really have anything to do with maybe electrical and plumbing, link back to you, those can come across as spammy in Google's eyes, which could potentially affect your numbers and your ranking abilities. So just keep that in mind. Quality backlinks coming back to your website. And obviously you're being found for 646 organic keywords. You don't have 1,500 words of content on your homepage. So imagine if you did, how much more keywords that you guys would be showing up for. So just to recap, you want to go back to your website, try and get 1,500 words of content on that front page. It gives you plenty of room to put in those buyer intent keywords. Get your Google business profile up into as many online directories as possible, and continue working on these backlinks, on this backlink profile that you guys have. You're doing a great job already. Keep getting some really good backlinks. You could definitely see some really good performance coming from your website from all this. And so all that together, obviously, when all three of those things are working together in harmony, you're going to see your website start to show up on more of the number one spot of the Google search results as people search for those buyer intent keywords. You're going to start showing up in that top 3 map pack more often in more Google searches. You're obviously going to start seeing more traffic come through your website. You're going to start getting more phone calls, increasing business, because that is the goal that we're after here, right? Increase business through your online presence. That's what we do. So you can definitely implement these tips yourself, or you feel free to reach out to us as well with any more information you're looking for. I will link our info in this video as well as in the email I'm going to send out. And that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was educational. And thank you for taking the time to check it out. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.